Like, like for example, when you have a food craving for like potato chips, what your body really is saying is, I want some electrolytes. But you'll go, your body don't care how it's going to get this sodium, the whatever. You don't. It just want that saltine type taste. And it wanted the one that had all of its minerals in it, but you went and got it some Doritos or potato chips, which is just regular white salt, versus the body wanted the real electrolytes with added plus minerals inside of it. When your body is craving for sweets, for example, we have these cravings when we're pregnant. It's really saying, okay, could I get some fruit in here? Okay, I need fiber. I need my B complex, the vital minerals. I need my real source of folic acid. I need my folate, like, right? But it's at that moment, we'll go get ice cream. We'll get ice cream because we're not in tune with our body. So I really just wanted to talk about prior to having the baby is the moment when you take care of your body. Yeah, some people end up not knowing. But then when you're pregnant, that's not the perfect time. So what you do when you're pregnant? What you do when you're pregnant, you can't take all of these different supplements in. You can't. So now deal with the fruits and the vegetables. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Give yourself snacks that are in that particular form. The sweet tamarins, the dates, the figs, the things that's really going to give you the substance that you need. Then now, after you have the baby, now if you're breastfeeding, you can't fool with extra herbs until you get off of the breastfeeding process. But if you're not breastfeeding, now it's the perfect time to get your body back into shape. And guess what? Now since the baby is now come forth in the physical reality, we should breastfeed it, because we now understand that the DHEA for brain development and the bonding cognitive thinking that's happening within the brain development of the baby while we're breastfeeding is really going to help that baby prolong the longevity, give them their vital minerals. But if we're not breastfeeding, it is the perfect time now to take care of our body. And when that baby gets to a place where it can have baby food, giving that baby fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, so that they could have the nourishment that they didn't get from not being on that placenta, that they didn't get from not being breastfed. Instead of going to the grocery store and getting Gerber and letting Gerber do it, because it's not Gerber's responsibility. This could all be so simple, but you know what? We hard-headed. And grandma say a hard head make a soft face. It could be really, really simple. And so for those of you, now the baby is older, now the baby is going, it's not a little baby. Maybe the baby now is an adult. And maybe you didn't take care of your body before you got pregnant. Didn't take care of it as far as fruits and vegetables were concerned while you were pregnant. And darn sure now you grown and nobody can tell you nothing, so you're going to eat what you want, because how you said, we only live once. Hey, how you doing, Gwen? Thank you for being here. I've ordered my wild yam. I'm so excited because the joint pains. Yes, I sent out all of the orders today, so I'm finally caught up. For those of you who have not purchased your wild yam butter, I'm telling you, this is the truth. And so that's what I was getting at. So now you didn't take care of your body prior to the baby, when you had the baby, after you had the baby, because you only live once, like, right? And nobody can tell you nothing. But then you get to the place where you're low on magnesium and you need things like this wild yam butter. Then you get to a point where we have joint issues or whatever. Not saying you did this yet, Gwen, but we'll have joint issues. And we'll say things like, oh, just because we're getting old. But wait, hold up. If we had the adequate amount of magnesium, if we were consuming our vital minerals in a balanced proportion, we wouldn't get to that place. As simple as going to the gym As simple as going to the gym, working out, and coming back sore. That's letting us know. That's letting us know up we need to up that magnesium. Why is it that we go to the gym and come home sore and gotta do Epsom salt bath? Why is it that when we're running for a long distance or do something different and we end up sore? Why is that? Doesn't that logically sound like, oh, I only had a little bit, but then I did something different during that day and I used all of my little source of magnesium and now I'm aching. That's what's going on. And so this wild yam butter is really, 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 oh my God, this is like my favorite product that I create. It really is. Because even for me, I've been creating products since what, 20, about 2003. Oh my God, it's been a long time. Hey, Miss Grateful, can you hear me? Because this is my second live. We were talking about folic acid. Can you hear me, Miss Grateful? Let me know if you can hear my volume. Now, it has become my favorite because of the simple fact that it helps me so much with clarity. It helps me sleep good at night. It is a natural balancer of hormones. And when you're balancing your hormones, you're balancing your mind, your thought. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. They could hear me on YouTube now. I missed the information for folic acid. You were the person that asked me about that, saying that was you that was asking me about the folic acid. I don't remember the person's name, but let me repeat it since we were on the YouTube channel and they couldn't hear. We started off talking about folic acid and how it is not the actual organic natural form. The actual form that we're talking about is folate. A lot of people feel, or white coat, I gotta say white coat on TikTok. White coat people tell you to have your folic acid, right? But folate is the thing we're talking about, and you can get that from fruits and vegetables, right? I was just calling out a few like raspberry, blueberry. Even if you don't want to drink the fruit, you can get it. I mean, if you don't want to chew the fruit, you can drink the fruit juice just to get it. And so the folic acid is man-made, like, right? And if you're getting it in supplemental form, it's synthetic, like, right? And you know it to be synthetic anytime it's the same thing that they spray on top of pasta and then on top of our rices, our grains, right? You know it's synthetic when they spraying it on like that, like, why? Just think about that logically. Why would our grains need to be sprayed? All of them need to be sprayed with this so-called folic acid, like, right? To enrich it, really? You're gonna enrich it with a spray? Go to the source. Quit all of that foolery and go to the source and get it from your fruits. Get it from your green vegetables, but that's a little bit too right. And all I was saying is that when you're pregnant, you really need to be going to the source for the development of that child. And hindsight teaches you that about your placenta, that they use medicine. They create medicine from the placenta, especially certain blood types, like, right, that pure blood type, that Anunnaki blood type. They'll create medicine from that placenta, right? And we just allow it to be thrown away and detached from the baby's head when he was or she was supposed to be getting that nourishment until it dry out for her or its brain development. And even with breastfeeding the breastfeeding of the baby is so the baby could get its natural source of DHEA from the woman too. It's two ways, the placenta and the breastfeeding. And if we didn't do either, and now the baby is lacking vital minerals and it's now on synthetic versions of DHEA for its brain development, synthetic inside of the Similac and the little milks that they create now for the babies. So we're doing the same thing. We're rinsing and repeating, and we're giving the baby the lack of minerals that we have, like, right? Because we don't know no better. And so if we just go to the source, find the fruits and vegetables I have on my website, the highly beneficial fruits and vegetables for your blood type. Find the one that you really, really good. There are some that aren't for your blood type. Maybe that's the ones you don't like. Maybe that's why you don't want to consume them, because you've been eating or forced maybe to eat the ones that you don't like or the ones that don't agree with your blood type, because your blood and the food that you eat create a chemical reaction. And it either is inflammation or anti-inflammatory on contact when you begin to put it in your mouth, when you begin to chew instantly. So if you find the ones that are beneficial for you when you put them to your mouth, you probably, or when you look at the list, you'll be like, oh wow, that's interesting, because I really love grapefruit, or I really love blueberries, or whatever your highly beneficial ones are. But as far as is here, the folic acid, that's enriched folic acid, these these issues with pregnancy, and I can't say a lot of those words here. Like, I'll just name one, like autism type issues. The ones that kind of create disharmony during the pregnancy or to the child is coming from them synthetic forms. See, we want to do what man say do so much, but man is teaching us synthetic ways. When God sourced energy with them fruits and vegetables that was supposed to be for the healing of the nation, that was supposed to be your food, oh, we don't want to do that. That's just a little too right. And we want to deviate from right. And we want to go down the path that's broad, that leads to destruction. Right? Okay, so that's pretty much a recap on what I was saying about the folic acid. Okay, you got it. It's not necessary. And so if you own gummies and you own supplements, and you in your gummy berries, your multivitamin, you turn it around and you see that on your ingredients, then guess what? You own a synthetic version. B complexes, a lot of them B complexes that's out there, a lot of them the so-called just standalone folic acid supplements that's out there, that's like synthetic stuff now. You got to understand, there's a lot of, even with the B12, there's synthetic forms of the B12. But you can get that from your highly beneficial foods. Your vegetables and fruits have that. Why won't you eat them? Like, why? Yes, God, as you are telling the truth. Yeah. Why won't you eat your fruits and vegetables when they have it in a natural form? I could understand that it's easy. Well, so what you gonna eat though is what my question is. I get that it's easy to take the supplement and swallow it, but what you gonna eat for dinner if you just swallowed the pill? So that, does that give you a pass to not eat, have no nourishment for dinner? Like, make it make sense. Like, we get to a place in our journey where we become a little bit wiser and we realize, wait, hold up. This is causing me disease. Wait, hold up. I need this green stuff. You get to a point in your journey where you didn't experience so much disease and disharmony, where it ain't about how it tastes no more. This is vital to me. This is the point when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that you arrive to, like, what? It's bitter, girl. I don't care. It's gonna clear up this here issue that I have. Give it here. Give it here. I'll just squeeze my nose and swallow it. Like, right? To give your body the minerals that it needs, the substance that it needs, so you can have a good quality of sleep, so you could think clear, so you could have a beautiful day, so you could look at the good. Because when you are low frequency, you ain't looking at no good. You find it all bad. Something is wrong with everything, because you on low frequency with your health. And so your world, your life happens to you. You sick in the inside, life also here got to be sick too, because it go hand in hand. Yeah. And run to doctors for a quick fix, Cuba chef said. Yeah. And it's like, that's a recipe for disaster. If you want to live your life on the edge like that, to each his own, but you don't have to though. I was talking to somebody yesterday, Cuba chef. Hey. I was talking to somebody yesterday. We have become a society addicted to bad food. We really are. We really are. Because of the emotional attachment. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I wasn't talking to them about no health and no wellness. I was just, you're so welcome, babe. I was just talking. We were just having a conversation, because I hadn't talked to them in a while, and they was telling me about coming home from the doctor. They were on their way from the doctor because their shoulder was hurting. And they were like, well, the doctor said, it's just the arthritis, I'm getting up there. And, Ain't no cure for this. This is what the person told me. Ain't no cure. It ain't no cure. Now, I didn't tell him. Like, I don't force nothing on nobody. I come here and talk to about health and wellness because y'all ready and open to receive. Like, right? And so she was like, yeah, because ain't no cure. I mean, people could say what they want or not. They could say what they want, but ain't no cure. When you get this, you get this. And this might be the thing to take me out, because this might be the way I'm gonna die. Like, right? And now I hadn't talked to this person. I hadn't talked to this person in months. Like, we don't chat all the time. Like, right? I just happened to just check on the person's well-being. And when the person told me that, you know what my response was? So what else you gonna do for the rest of the day? Girl, it's so good to hear your voice. How them children doing? You see? Because some people are just there. Some people are just there, and we're not here to be all things to all people, to make people change their mind. No, we're not. No, I'm not. Girl, I ain't hear from you in a while. How them children doing? That's it. That's it. Because that's them people path. They want to eat what they wanna. They don't want to hear nothing about no fruits and vegetables. Especially when they're older and they have a fixed mindset. I was like, girl, well, what else you gonna do then? You done went to the doctor, now what? I'm glad you got your report back, girl. How them babies doing? What they up to? And that's it. That's it. That's it. Because just like my lives, I love to save my lives on YouTube for people that when they ready, they could come and listen. But everybody don't be ready for that, you know? So going back to my wild yam butter, for those ladies who done had them babies, now you ain't gotta put this here in your mouth. No, you just put this on your skin, on your body. And it's really, really highly beneficial to help you with that lack of DHEA for brain development. Believe it or not, people that have the narrow minds really need something like this here on their body to kind of like bring logic back, to bring that union between the bride and the groom, the right and left brain hemisphere, to bring clarity back. Now, I had some already for today. This is my bottle, and I actually keep my bottle on this here desk right here. So I'm not halfway there, and that goes to show the duration of. I'll show you the inside. I'm not even halfway to the middle of mine yet, and so it's been lasting. This bottle is about 2.5 weeks old. Still smells really, really, really good, and you could still smell the um the essential oils, which are beneficial hormonal oils to balance your hormone, to increase your magnesium. Smells so good. But I'm not gonna put my hand on it today because I done already did mine for this morning. You do for a woman, you doing this twice a day, in the morning, at night, and at night, right? Because our hormones plentiful compared to the men, like, right? And so for a man, we go through phases a little bit deeper and more than men. And for a man, it's once a day. And we're doing one fingertip amount, and we put it on a delicate spot. I'm going to share with you something else that I want you all to know about. A real delicate spot would be right underneath here. Right underneath here. For those of you that are on YouTube, let me sit up a little bit. On YouTube, I'm talking right up in here. Right here. From here to here. Why am I saying that? You can see me on YouTube? Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because here, underneath here, this is my right, just in case the phones are flipped. This here is my right. My right side is over here. The right side, underneath your chest, whether you're a man or woman, is your liver. Your liver is how you live. Y'all listening to this here? This is very important for those of you that purchased the Wild Yam Butter. Wild Yam Butter available on my website, soiltheearthpub.org, for hormones, ear to bowel, erectile dysfunction, osteoporosis, cholesterol, brain development and function, stress, PTSD, Alzheimer's, dementia, all of that good stuff. But listen up, this is where I want you to remember to put it, because you're supposed to rotate, whether you're a man or woman. You're supposed to rotate different positions. For man and woman, make underneath here to over here one of your spots. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? You hear me? Can you hear me over here? Y'all not talking today? Yes or no? Y'all there? From the right side to, got it. Okay, good, Gwen. Y'all got it over here? Are y'all still over here? Yes, Erica. Okay. On my 5th day of using the Wild Yam Cream, and I noticed that I sleep sound now. I'm getting in 6 hours versus 2 to 3 hours. Could somebody say amen? Go ahead on, Miss Grateful. I'm so happy for you. Yes, you was getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Oh my God. Miss Grateful getting 6 hours, y'all. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, huh? All right now, saying. All right now, Gwen. That's so beautiful, huh? So, from this here right side of me here, and I want to explain it to you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Let me look. That's for you. Wait. I like to celebrate. That's testimony time right there. I gotta get my tambourine right quick. Go ahead on, Miss Grateful. I'm so happy for you, baby. So, right up in here, right to left. And I'm about to break it down to your why. Because, how are you, my beauty? Hey, Cosmic Being. I'm perfect, babe. So I'm going to break it down to you why. Because on your right side, this is your liver right underneath your chest, right here on your right side. And so underneath that is that gallbladder duct right there. Then, okay, in the inner of the ribs, inside of them ribs, that's kind of like right there in that area. That's where your transverse colon is. That's that area where normally you be full of crap. Oh, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you, Cosmic. Y'all make sure y'all follow Cosmic. That's my little conscious friend that I be on live with at nighttime on the witchy hours. We be talking about consciousness. So we're opening up that gallbladder duct when we put it right here, right? The gallbladder duct, and that's releasing waste from the liver, like, right? At the same time, being that we have some right here, is penetrating in the stomach on the part that's called the transverse colon. The transverse colon is really, really important as it pertains to your vision and eye. Anybody wear glasses? Anybody wear glasses out there? Anybody wear glasses out there? Anybody? You know somebody that wear glasses? Okay, it's on here. This here area is what I'm getting at. Let me see if I can keep this open. We're talking about this area right here. You see that? That transverse area right there, you want to make sure it's flowing, because that particular area, when it gets clogged up, that be the leading cause of why people wearing glasses, because you're supposed to be able to eliminate and absorb minerals in that particular area, like, right? And so when you put this here, it's going to cause circulation. And so those are the people that have irritable bowel syndrome. Now we got the bowel moving. This works for irritable bowel syndrome. It gets things moving. So now you're doing a 2-for-1, because you only get a fingertip amount, like, right? So you're doing a 2-for-1 with this. Actually a 3. You're helping that liver flow, opening that gallbladder duct, that waste that's coming from that liver, and at the same time, the transverse colon is getting penetrated with this topically on your skin. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. What you put on you penetrates inside of you. Now your bowel movement is flowing. Now you drink you some water, get you a warm little tea. And being that I'm about to get nasty on y'all for a minute. Could I get nasty when I say this might be TMI, but I gotta tell you. Hey, Fabulous Friday. Hey, Miss Luxury. Could I? You do? Good. Could I tell y'all something? If you got a weak stomach, or you get grossed out, you might want to turn the volume down for 2 minutes, and then you could pick up the live again. Can I say it? Can I say it? Because I just want y'all to get healed. Say, tell us. Just go on and tell us. Go on and tell it all now. Thank you for the roses. I love the roses. Okay. So wait, this one here got a glare, because when I wear white, y'all, on this one, the white on white, Say it. Somebody say it. Go ahead. We need, yeah. Okay, let me see what this comment say. Okay. TikTok keeps playing you and another live at the same time. Oh, really? See if you could go out and go come back in. Okay, so let me tell you. So for those of the people, good. For those of the people that have candida and yeast overgrowth, it's about to get a little nasty. And I know this because so many people told me this, and I've experienced this when I was cleaning myself out in the past. So, for those of you that have yeast and candida overgrowth, that was chillaxing right up in there, being that we're moving this now, when that bowel movement come in, when because it still got to go down, descending, and then come out, like right when it come out, it's gonna be wrong shit. But this is how you're gonna know that you had an overgrowth of candida and yeast overgrowth, because of the sound of it. The sound. The sound when it's exiting out the rear end, it's gonna be the weirdest sound. It ain't, I'm not talking about diarrhea. I'm not talking about the regular sound when you just boop in the toilet. It's gonna sound like, that's how you know. And I want you to know that when somebody asking me, no, baby, I don't want to play a game, baby. And did y'all hear me over there? Because somebody was asking me to play a game. Did y'all hear me make that sound? Y'all heard me make that sound? Okay. Yeah, everybody heard me make that sound. Did it get interrupted? It's gonna be the weirdest freaking sound. Yes, you heard. Okay. So good. It's gonna be the weirdest, nastiest freaking sound, because you got to think about yeast. You got to think about the colonies of these critters, of this waste that once was inside of you. Upon exit, it ain't. It's another level, y'all. And you're gonna kind of like be like, what? And when you see it, the texture of it is going to look yeasty. Like, you ever seen, like, oh Lord, I gotta stop talking about this because I'm getting nauseous. Like, hmm, I don't even know what I would call it. Like children when they're playing with them little things that they can like stretch out. It's gonna look stretched. It's gonna look. It ain't gonna be solid. Like, it's gonna be like stretched. Like there's like it's gonna be almost like little sticks, almost like, right. It ain't gonna be. uh, It's gonna look like food that was maybe put in a blender. Like, it ain't gonna be like whole, but food that was put in the blender and it had like sticks in it. It's gonna be warped. It ain't gonna be like whole. When it comes out, it comes out in a colony, big, bulky, but and not attached, and it made a noise. It don't even look like a bowel movement. Is what I'm trying to say to you. It don't look like a bowel movement at all. It is the most weirdest growth, and I know this to be true because, like I said, it happened to me once before. And people used to send me, when I first started making sustained detox. That's another one that gets rid of yeast. People would send me pictures, like, right, and they would always say it sounded so horrible. What is this? They were questioning what it was. So when I'm sharing that with you, because most of the time, this is where the colony that candida just sits at and chills at. So when you put wild yam on it and get it moving, it's gonna come out. And I don't want it to scare the crap out of you and think something wrong. Better out than in, like Shrek said to Princess Fiona on the Shrek movie, right? Better out than in it. So get that out of there. But it is the weirdest thing. And a lot of people say that it is the most foul thing, because you got to realize that it probably been sitting here for a long time, cleaning up the walls. And here in the transverse colon is so important for your vision. It's so very important. So when you hear that noise, or when you see this stool that just looks like blended up gulp with sticks and It just looks so warped. Oh my God. Like bread. Like somebody was playing with some bread. Like in when they bake the bread and how the bread sometimes be looking on the first loaf, it be looking warped with bubbles and little lines. It just it's nasty. But nonetheless, that's the process. But here's the thing about when that happens. After that happens, you feel like a whole new person. Boy, and that vision start getting clear. I used to wear glasses. This is how I know this here part. That vision start getting clear. You're like, dang, I could see that. I used to be able to see that. I'm sitting up in here in the dark reading. Or better yet, I'm paying attention to this. You know, I remember when I was in a meeting, in corporate America meeting, and it was an engineer, technical engineer meeting, and I was taking notes and paying attention, and I was like, man, I understand this stuff. I'm listening. Because I ain't used to listen before that meeting. I'm just being honest. I don't work there no more. I retired. But I ain't used to listen before that meeting. I couldn't. My attention span wasn't there. Because when you have a yeast factory, you have candida overgrowth, baby, you fighting for your vital minerals. You know, it's like having a loaf of bread, kind of like sitting up in here. Yeah, like Play-Doh, like, yeah. And but it's a weirdest looking Play-Doh. But you fighting pretty much. You're fighting for minerals right up in here. And Lord forbid you have parasites that's taking your magnesium that you are getting. And so when we think about the fact that some people go to the doctor and they talking about, oh, you was low in magnesium, you low in this. This is why you be low. Because it be right here in that transverse colon that you pretty much have like a loaf of bread. It's yeast, the candida. And it's sitting there. And so your real minerals is not being readily absorbed up in there past the bread, the loaf of bread. The magnesium, just the parasite getting all of it, the bread soaking up all of it. And so you sitting up there thinking, but I ate a salad. Oh no, baby, what a salad gonna do next to this loaf of bread? That I feel like that gives it more clarity, saying that a loaf of bread is sitting there, because the loaf of bread ain't nothing but yeast. It's horrible. And so imagine the people who have big protruding stomachs, like, right? They have maybe extra loaves of bread just in different parts of the stomach, not just in the transverse colon, like, right? They have extra loaves of bread, and their body is robbing Peter to pay Paul and trying to hide the loaves of bread underneath little packs of fat, like right in the corner, like, right, trying to save their life, gonna hide it underneath. So they got a whole like garbage bags, like, so to speak, loaves of bread just tucked here and tucked there and tucked there. And so the digestive system is totally out of balance. That's why I want you to put the wild yam butter on the stomach, right up in that area. Okay. So is it safe to say the colon needs a detox to help with vision? If so, what are the steps? Yes. Where you been at, Cuba, chef? It is safe to say that it definitely that's what sustained detox is. That's the one that I recommend for. That's the one that reversed my vision. Sustained detox. I used it 3 times, so I took breaks between it. It's a 30-day detox. It's available on my website. That's the steps. Purchasing a sustained detox, making sure you're incorporating your tea, your fruit drinks, your lemon water while you're on it, and eating right for your blood type, staying away from extra yeast like the beer, liquid yeast, or your breads and your pastas and things like that, and the white sugar sweets while you're on sustained detox. Definitely, because sustained detox heals the stomach, or should I say the digestive system, at a cellular level. So it's cleaning out the liver, the kidneys, the large and small intestines at a cellular level. So that's why for people that's using it, they feel as though it's tugging or pulling, and then they have real bulk stools too. Some people on the sustained detox, the first go round, that's why I'm getting where I got all these pictures and reports from. They had this experience of this yeast colony, like, that's coming out, that I'm talking about, the one that goes, it just makes this noise. It's almost like throw up noise, but it's coming from back there. It's nasty. Yeah, I've done it once. I guess I need a few more times. Yeah, you take a break so your body can naturally learn how to do it. detox on its own, and then you revisit it. So by the third time after I did it, because if it's your first, for me, the reason why I had to do it 3 times because I had never detoxed it before in my life. If you're a detoxer and do it, then you probably don't have to. But for my first detox, so much came out of me till I was so impressed because I had irritable bowel syndrome and I was full of crap, right? And I was so impressed, so I did it again. And then I took a break. I took a break maybe 2 weeks and I was eating clean and stuff in between my break. And then I did it again. And by that third time, that's when I just noticed a change in my health, in my vision. I was feeling changes. That's why I kept doing it. But it just was so drastic till I know that my vision is because of sustained detox. Yeah. Yeah, I've never detoxed and I'm 48. So yeah, definitely you need to do it again. Like it's bubbling. Yeah, yeah. Like that, Gwen. It's nasty sound though. Oh, it's a nasty sound, but it's the yeast sound. It's the little colony sound that they just coming out. And so if you're at 48, yes, you do need to do another one because we're really supposed to be doing a detox once a year. And so at 48, just think you had your car, your vehicle for 48 years and you never had an oil change. That's pretty much what you're saying. And so you should be surprised that your vehicle is still running like it is. Right. So now you really backed up. You really kind of like backed up. That's how I look at it in layman's term. So once you start getting in a momentum of doing detoxes, then you don't have to like for sustained detox now. I only take sustained detox maybe 5 to 7 days when I take it down because I already did the gooder cellular stuff and I'm eating clean in between. So when I do it, it's just for maybe some salads or sometimes when I eat my salmon or turkey. Those are the only two meats that I really fool with, and I don't do them a lot at all. Maybe once a month for both of them, twice a month for both of them, and then I'll be detoxing from those little things there. But you gotta do detoxes because this transverse colon will take over and a whole loaf of bread will be here and you will not be able to see nothing. Yeah. Can you talk about nursing, about detoxing or fasting? You shouldn't be detoxing while you're nursing. You shouldn't be. Not at all. Not at all. I actually did talk about that. It must have been before you got up in here. Let me see. Sustain, my bad. Oh, y'all helping each other with answers. Let's see. She got a detox tea. It's called Sustain. It's on her website. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about right now. Sustain detox. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering them for me, Eric. I appreciate you. Did I miss anything else? You need it? Yeah. Yeah. It's available on my website. What is the best detox to start? The best detox to start would be for me on my website would be Sustain Detox, the cellular level one. It's the gangster one that I've been talking about the whole time. And I say it's the best because it's highly beneficial for all blood types. It has high amounts of iron in there that's going to deliver oxygen to the body. A lot of people that's like anemic, that have high blood pressure, they be needing iron in their body. So they have the highest amount of iron in there. They have all the vital minerals, including sea vegetables inside of it, sustained. And so it's going to help you with a plethora of magnesium, and magnesium is needed in every organ in the body. Not only that, while you're detoxing and all of these colonies and this yeast and these parasites and these viruses and all these worms and stuff coming out of you, while you're detoxing, I call it sustain because it sustains you with the minerals that you need. You're not going to be feeling all weak and tired and sluggish. You must stay hydrated though, because your body, when you're detoxing, just like when you have diarrhea or you go into the bathroom a lot, your body works a lot to pull this waste forward, right? And it requires you to have adequate amounts of hydration. So that's why I say drink your waters. Make sure you're drinking your herbal teas or your lemon water or whatever is your choice for your blood type at that time to help stay hydrated. Be good to yourself while you're on sustained detox. If you feel tired, go to sleep. Don't try to overdo yourself. It's a 30-day detox. I do not recommend that you start and stop. I recommend that you go through all of it because in the course of detoxing, it's getting rid of parasites. Parasites, once you start to kill colonies of parasites, you don't want to stop. because you're going to be pissing them off. And when parasites get pissed off, they start to secrete like larvae, like lay eggs for the next version to reproduce because they know they're dying, kind of like, right? And so in doing that, what that means is they're pooping inside of you. They're urinating inside of you, like, right? Leaving some residue inside of you at that time. And you don't want that to be left. This is called the die-off effect. And this is a time during the fast when people get a little sluggish, when people get a little sleepy or whatever. That's why you have to stay hydrated. You don't want to break up, just kind of like I always say, in the pack of bread, the loaf of bread sitting here, here, here. You don't want to penetrate and kind of like open up the loaf of bread that was right here, and now it's exposed and open, and now that yeast in that bread is traveling all around your large and small intestines. You don't want to do that. You don't want to mess with this pack, the colony of any type of parasite. Open it up and it's pissed off at you and it's multiplying, because these suckers multiply by hundreds, thousands, millions in seconds, like, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So that's why you want to finish what you started. You want to finish what you started. So if you just playing around, don't do it. Don't get saying detox. Let your little sack of parasites just sit there and chill. But if you're gonna get sustained detox, follow through. Drink your water. Eat beneficial foods during that time. And it is my promise to you that you'll walk away with clarity, with energy, with a knowing that you expelled waste that was not serving you. Matter of fact, it was taking your life force from you and trying to become the host. Hey, Tia. All right. Let's see. Can the wild yam be put on your knees for arthritis? Yes, because it is very, very highly beneficial for arthritis and osteoporosis. So yes, you could put it on your knees, your joints, and even your knuckles or whatever. If you have, some arthritis, people, be having their hands sore or whatever. Because why is it good for that? Because it's going to provide the body with the minerals that it needs, and it also is going to give it the anti-inflammatory property that it carries. Like, right? So you're going to have minerals supporting you, anti-inflammatory properties. You're going to have an fungal, because if you have arthritis, you're calcified, you're on the acidic side. So it's safe to say when you're acidic and in calcified, then you have some type of imbalance in here because it started in here. So we're getting to the core of all of these issues topically by penetrating through the skin. Because some people, when they take things outside of a detox, it don't penetrate for them. You know how we have people like, you didn't do nothing for me. I ain't feel nothing. Yeah, going back to the loaf of bread though. The loaf of bread, it got absorbed inside of the yeast colony, like, right? And so sometimes we can't even feel medication, oh, I got to take a lot because I got a high tolerance. That's what they'll say. So what you're really saying is, oh, I can't get nothing to penetrate through my loaf of bread. Like, right? We'd be really just telling on ourselves. We really are. Yeah. But yes, definitely put it on your knees if that's your area. Put it on your hip if that's your area, your joints, wherever the area is that you need inflammation, anti-inflammatory response at, go for it. Hey, kid, will children benefit? Yes. Children and adults. And, when I say children, I'm talking about teenage and up. I don't mean smaller than that. I would wait till they are teenagers at least, because I'm saying that because I have, or no, rather 4 teenagers that are currently on it that I sold to. And the reason being is because it balances hormones. In your teenage years, your hormones are all out of whack. The boys, they daring and doing crazy stuff because their testosterone is really, really at a peak. The girls, with their hormones, they kind of itchy with a bee. And, they have both of them, they have the acne going on, it's my way or the highway. They got the attitudes going on. And so they need balancing of them hormones. Both of them probably having a hormone fit, because not only are their hormones, because it's their teenage season for it to be peaked, but they probably done had some ice cream. Hormonal imbalance shift, like, right? Added hormones, the estrogen from that, the estrogen from chicken, right? Both of them probably done had that. And that's just to say only 2 things. And so we're getting these estrogen mimickers even from bottled water. If you sit up in the sun, it's soaking, if it's not a BPA friendly plastic, is soaking those things. Canned foods, we're soaking up estrogen in so many different ways. So yes, teenagers definitely need it, and it'll help them with that acne. It'll help them balance them hormones so they're not chill. And for the boy, with his peak of hormones, his testosterone at a peak, it brings it down to a balanced state. Not that he gonna be acting like a girl. Herbs don't work like that. Herbs don't discriminate. It understand. I got a job to do. I gotta serve this vessel. It ain't a sex thing. So if the testosterone is too high, that's when them dudes be trying to beat your ass. That's when they stalking you. When you got to get restraining orders on that ass. That's too much testosterone. Don't y'all agree? Do you not agree? That's when they bipolar. That's when they got the PTSD. That's when they doing real crazy stuff. So that needs to come down some, right? For a boy. And for a girl, when she having her mood swinging and bitching and stuff, don't want to listen to her parent, that estrogen needs to come down too. So it doesn't matter the sex. Wild yam butter is going to work regardless of the sex. It knows what it got to do. If it got to bring some testosterone up, then that's what it's going to do. If you got to bring it down a little bit, then that's what it's going to do. It's a balancer. And you can't get it wrong. Teenage up to adult. Teenage up to adult. Right? Oh, I'm a sitter it on her back. Oh, I'm a slathered on her back, child. That is so funny. How can I get your details? My website is right here. Saltoftheearthpub.org is my website. Saltoftheearthpub.org. The link is in my bio as well. And it is called Sustain Detox. Let's see. Mine is 9-2. And yes. What y'all talk about? I received mine on Monday. Oh, you got it? My daughter's puberty is beginning now. 9. Oh, she 9? Oh my God. They started so young. And that, I'm not being ugly with you. I just want you to understand. That is symbolic of this chaotic diet, because it seemed like every year I hear of another. I thought 13 and 12 was young, but 9 years old. And so for to be getting a cycle at that age, if she's going to be getting one soon, I don't know if you're just saying she's developed, but getting a cycle at that age is letting us know how toxic this environment and the young ladies have become. Because really and truly, we're not really supposed to be bleeding, period. Then to mention bleed long. Then on top of that, bleed and hurt. Then on top of that, bleed and develop fibroids and endometriosis. Then on top of that, it gets so garbage in there till we got to get it scooped out and don't have nothing in there. We're not supposed to be doing that. So that lets us know what we putting in our mouth is full of estrogen. And every darn person underneath the sound of my voice needs some wild yam buttercream. And let me tell you, they are all not created equal. They got some of these creams. And I know because the people who bought mine sent me pictures. It's on this phone. I'm gonna take a picture of that from my phone and link it to this one for my next live. Sent me pictures of the texture and the ingredients that was in this other one that's really, really reputable out there. And they had ingredients up in there that was avoidable for many blood types. And I'm like, are you serious? And the consistency of it, it looked like milk. It looked like oatmeal with milk at the top. It looked like oatmeal with milk. I'm talking about liquid sprinkles of milk at the top. And I'm like, what is that? You supposed to stir it in milk? No, that's how it looked when it came. Anyway, it was 12, 13 back in the 70s before all of these hormones. Yep, 12 or 13 was the age. Now it's like 9 and 10. Now it's like 9 and 10. Yeah. I'm so happy you received yours, though. That's so beautiful. Yeah. Can you speak about the wild yam butter? Yeah, I am speaking about the wild yam butter now. Yes, it is. No cycle yet. Oh, that's good then. It should be here on Monday. Oh, you tracked it? Good for you. It's starting the ups and downs. Oh, she's vegan. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Mine just got hers last month, and I have seen the change in her moods. Oh, yeah, babe. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Some cream says to stop using it 1 week before your cycle. Yeah, I'm grateful hers hasn't started, but okay, beautiful. Some say to stop using before your cycle. I don't sign up to that. I spoke about that once before because herbs are not like that. Herbs are from source energy. This is infinite intelligence we're talking about, and I think that sounds like foolery. But if you believe that you can do that if you want to stop before the cycle, but I don't do that. And I don't tell people to do that. I just tell the women to do it twice a day and the men to do it once a day. I do that. But as far as stopping, no. As far as discriminating, no. It's herbs. Like it knows what to do. It ain't like medicine. See, we get mixed up with the white coat stuff, with the white coat man, what they give us. You take too much of that, yeah, it is going to mess up your kidneys and your liver and stuff because it's a rock. Like your body not going to identify a rock, but you come from nature. If you have an over excess, if like for example, I make this. There have been days last week where I did this here more than twice a day, more than the amount. Why? Because though I have gloves on when I'm making the product, when it's time to clean up, my gloves are off, and now I have a wet towel and it's soaking in my hand and penetrating in my hand, like right. I dropped some actually. I dropped the bottle, like right, and it was on the floor, like right. It can come in contact with me on this area of my arm, on my hand when I'm wiping up or whatever. So I'm always kind of like dealing with it, and I take more than the amount on here, but there is an amount to take. But there ain't nothing going wrong with me because of that. We urinate the excess out. We urinate when we're dealing with herbs. We're urinating the assets out because it's from infinite intelligence. So other benefits is that the clarity that you get, the memory, because when we talk about mind benefits, this is why Miss Grateful was able to go to sleep for 6 hours versus her regular 2 to 3 hours, because it's balancing hormones. It's taking the edge off. It's allowing the mind to be at a state of peace, of balance, like right? Balancing those thoughts. It's turning the dial down on them chaotic thoughts. So your cognitive ability to focus, think, and reason, um, understand, focus, that is being balanced out. This is really good for those people who are on the journey of becoming conscious from the crazy deep sleep that they was in, like right, of getting balanced. This is good for people that had trauma, for people that have had post-traumatic stress and bipolar. You do understand this, right? Antidepressants. You don't need no antidepressant. You don't need it in a rock form when you have nature with herbs like wild yam and the other added benefits in magnesium, in the B complex that's inside of here. Yeah. In the antifungal, anti-parasitic, antiviral properties that's in here with the omega-3s inside of here, that's also anti-inflammatory. You don't need antidepressants from that to mess up your liver and your kidneys and alter your brain function and have you sitting up there checked out. No, this here works with your body and checks you in finally. And now you're inside of yourself and you understand and you know yourself, your reason and logic has returned back to you. At the same time, if you locked up, it's restoring magnesium. It's healing you from the osteoporosis, the arthritis, the cholesterol. It's bringing down, subsiding that high blood pressure. It's working with that liver, the gallbladder, large and small intestine to get all of that crap outside of you. No longer do we have the irritable bowel syndrome. It being on your skin, you could actually put it on top of this part of your skin that's problematic for you. Being that it's antifungal, those people that have like eczema, put it on that area where the eczema flares up because it's anti-inflammatory and antifungal. anti-parasitic. So it'll be working for your hormones while it's dealing with those ailments at the same darn time. And so now you're not fooling with the loaf of bread internally. That probably some things you were taking wasn't penetrating to the loaf of bread because it was so chaotic. You dealing with it externally via the largest organ on your body, your skin, because you have your skin from your head to your toes. So you're cheating the system, and you're gonna go to the bathroom still. It's still gonna penetrate in you and heal you because the body is gonna soak it up and bring it to every organ in the body that it needs, every last one of them. So your next step, since you know this information, is check out my website, saltoftheearthpub.org. When you're there, it's going to be the second button for the Wild Yam cream, if that's what you're interested in. If you're interested in the sustained detox, you're going to have to scroll down a little bit further, scroll down the website until you see the picture of the sustain. I'm about to show you that real quick for those of you who may be here and are wondering. So I'm going on my TikTok page. I'm going on TikTok. I'm waiting for you to open up. Okay, we got TikTok open. Now let's see. Thank you for the subscription to my website. So this is my TikTok page. I'm about to click on my website, and I want to show you real quick how to get there. The website address is saltoftheearthpub.org. Saltoftheearthpub.org. Let's see. All right, and it's bringing me to my website, and I have fingerprints on my phone, so don't talk about my fingerprints. My website is going to be pink. It's about to pop up in a second with my web. There it is. So this is my website. That's a picture of me at the top of my website. You just scrolling just a little bit. 1, 2. So the second button is this orange button right here. You see that orange button right there? That second button, not the red one, but the orange one. The second button right there, it says Wild Yam Hormonal Butter, restock daily. So all you have to do is press that orange button right there in an effort to get your Wild Yam, and this will come up. See, it's the same thing right here. This is the picture of the Wild Yam, and you add it to your cart. It's for all blood types. That's your step there if that's what you're interested in from this live. For those of you who have ordered already, all my orders already shipped, so you should have your tracking number in your email. So now I'm going to scroll down. If you're looking for a detox called Sustained Detox, because you never detox or change your oil all the days of your life, you're scrolling past the reviews, and you're going to keep scrolling. It might be in a different order for you, but we keep scrolling on all the products. Here we go. Sustained Detox, and it looks like this here. So Sustained Detox is going to look like this here on my website. Sustained Detox. It looks like that right there. Sustained Detox. It's in a black bag, and it's called Sustained Detox. So those are the two places based upon the stuff that we talked about today. Any questions? Any questions about the Wild Yam Butter? Anybody else got some reviews? Oh, Miss Grateful, could you please write a review about your sleep quality, please, on my website? Go back to the Wild Yam cream, and right underneath the cream, it's gonna say review, and click on the review tab. And could you write a comment? Yay! Because people don't be wanting to write reviews, but they be telling me on the live. You go to the website and write your review instead of telling me on the live. We'll shout on the live about it, but still go to the website. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let me answer these questions. I'm grateful hers hasn't started. Oh, okay. I read that one already. I was on my way to grab one, and then I checked your site, and I'm so glad mine is on the way. Yeah, I'm glad you did that too. You backtracked, huh? Good for you. You was about to cheat on me, Gwen? You was about to cheat, though. You just said you was about to cheat on me. That's what you said, Gwen. I caught that part. You was about to cheat on me, but you came back. You came back. I'm gonna order bottles for my whole family. They're gonna get this healing. I know that's right. I said that in another video. Sneak and put that on them people. Oh yeah, until you realize that I had it. I see. I left a comment on your website as well. Oh yeah. Keith did leave a comment. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad. Wait a minute. Let me show y'all what Keith left. Let me tell y'all what Keith left. Keith up in here. He texted me the other night or emailed me or left a comment somewhere about it. Or maybe it was a comment that I had to approve. I get so many messages, y'all. Let me go back to Key. So I'm gonna go to the Wild Yam Cream so I can read y'all what Keith left. He was my first review person. He sure was. I was like, yeah, somebody finally reviewed it. Okay, so I'm back on the website. I'm clicking on the Wild Yam Butter. And so right here is the cream. And if you scroll down, they have 3 tabs right here. One says description, one says additional information, but I'm clicking on the review tab, reviews. And let me read to y'all what Keith said. This was March 7th, so you're going to see this when you get there. I have been using Wild Yam Cream for only 3 days. The first thing that I noticed is that I'm sleeping really well. And on top of that, I work 13 to 14-hour days. And I am noticing I have a lot of energy. Thank you. P.S. I can't wait until 90 days of taking this product. You have created a monster. And that's a 5-star review right there. I'll put it a little closer so you can see. And that's a 5-star review right there. That's from my dude, Keith. He was my first reviewer. And Miss Grateful going to be my second. So I'm hopeful that you all will be my 3rd and 4th. When y'all get y'all cream, y'all let me know. And not just letting me know, it helps to let other people know. People rely on, reviews and stuff, y'all. They be want to hear what other people think. Because I'll be looking at reviews too all the time and comments and stuff. You do that too. Yeah. When Miss Grateful over here on YouTube says, shame on you trying to cheat on me, Miss Gwen. Yeah, she said sure will. Yeah, put that on them babies. Put that on them babies. Just sneak it on it. I used to do that all the time. I just ordered both. Thank you so much for the information. You are so welcome, Bernice. You are so welcome. What you saying over there, Erica? I like the bundle, the sustain. Oh, okay. You got the bundle? The sustain detox and the alchemist oil bundle. Yeah. A girl I know and her daughter is B and getting hers. Okay, perfect. Y'all tell it on the mountain. If you know somebody that's bipolar, if you know somebody that's dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, erectile dysfunction, normally they don't say nothing, but if he acting extra testosterone, yeah, him. He a suspect. If they have high blood pressure, diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome, arthritis, osteoporosis, cholesterol issues, low in magnesium, have the big C, thinning in hair, have little hairs. Just start checking people out around the chin. The people that have extra hairs that's growing like every day, it pops up every day in their woman. That's a suspect. Like, right? Give her the website. Or buy it as a gift for her. Say, here, baby. Put it on your hand. Don't tell her nothing about her. We're not trying to make nobody feel bad, but they probably just don't know. Their hormones are out of balance. Anybody that's tripping, itching with a B, say, here you go. Just give them a massage, even if you don't want to give it to them. Give them a massage with it on your hand, or just touch that man when he fussing it. Oh, babe, you so strong. I'm sorry I fussed at you. Touch his bald head, like, oh, babe, it's so soft. What you got on your hand? Oh, I moisturized because I wanted my hand to be soft, just like your head, before I touched it. You put it all on it, put it on the head so it can penetrate the whole darn body, so he can go sit himself down. I just purchased alopecia. I ain't no child. She said, I ain't no. That's too funny. Alopecia for the hair growth. All that good stuff. It has to be vitamins up in there, anti-inflammatory, and I have a product already for alopecia, which is called Be Lengthy and Be Longer. It's really geared to alopecia. Because it's in a liquid oil form. But as you're saying that, I'm smiling because of the fact that a lot of those beneficial herbs and oils are in here. So yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah, and the oils that I use in here are really good in that they penetrate. They allow the substance, the herbs and the minerals and the essentials to penetrate in the skin, and they don't want to clog up the skin. Speaking of clog up the skin, there's a popular video that I gotta tell y'all about before I go. That they ain't talking to y'all. They ain't talking to y'all. Somebody type, they ain't talking to me. There's a lady, and I'm not gonna say her name because I don't talk about other people. But this video had a lot of views, and I gotta tell y'all this here. This lady said, if you want to get your hair growing, get you some castor oil, some coconut oil, and a little bit of rosemary. Now, my B lengthy, the reason why I thought about this is because my B lengthy, my B longer has rosemary in there for alopecia, like, right? That's my alopecia oil. Now, this lady, when she said this, rosemary is beneficial for that. I ain't gonna lie. But if you look like me, somebody on YouTube say they're not talking to me. I don't see it over there on YouTube. They're not talking to me. They're not talking. You said it? Okay, good. If you look like me, I'm waiting on YouTube to say they're not talking to me. YouTube, where y'all at? Where Miss Grateful at? Where Tansy at? Where Rita at? Where Blue Diamond at? If you have hue like this here, darker hue, browny hue, they're not talking to you. Don't you dare put no coconut oil and castor oil on your head at the same darn time. Do you hear me? Listen, look, I got a confirmation over here. V, is that V Moon? V Moon says, I make hair growth oil, and those oils ain't for growth for us, cousin. That will clog up your head. You're going to have cornflakes on your head when you finish putting them two together because they don't penetrate. Don't you put coconut and no castor oil together to penetrate in your head. What it's really gonna do is penetrate in that little duct follicle, the little cup, and just clog it up. And ain't nothing gonna be able to get in there. Then you're gonna have to go and get the little misting machine. I forget what they call it, the little steamer. You're gonna have to steam your head so the oil can melt that's in the little cup where your hair follicles sit, and it can come out. You're gonna have to do a whole darn detox on your head. Don't do that, you hear? They're not talking to you. Let other people who they might be talking to. I don't know, because I don't have hair like the other people. They're not talking to you though. I studied I studied you, the me, the male and the female version that look like this here. So let them other people do that, but don't you go. The blind can't lead the blind. Don't do that with your head. And then come over and then get my be lengthy and be like, oh well, nothing seems to work, because you still have the castor oil sitting in your little cup where your hair follicles at, and you ain't never detoxed it out. You got to get a deep steamer on that like it's a darn carpet now. Don't do that. I'll be fussing out. Y'all notice I be fussing at y'all like y'all my family. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Y'all notice I just be fussing at y'all. But it's love, though, yeah. It's love. Hey, Big T. So please don't do that in a nice stranger kind of way. Don't do it, okay? Because we really, really care about you. It's not too heavy. And it don't penetrate the hair stand. Yeah, it's too heavy. Yeah, it is too heavy. And there you go. So she even makes the hair oils, and she piggyback it over there, and she is a darker hued person too. Like, right? All right, we are your family. Oh, so that means I can keep on fussing at you. Don't y'all do that. God darn it. I put castor oil in my beard and coconut oil on my teeth. Now you can do that combination. Yeah, on the hair. Now, if you have locks, people that look like me, well, this is not my hair, but I have twists, and my boys both have locks. Now, castor oil could go on the locks, the hair, but not the scalp. Castor oil hold that moisture in on the locks, like this part, but don't you dare put that on that head. Okay? They're not talking to me. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? I see. There you go. Okay. There you go. Just as long as y'all got that. So it's Friday. I'm off on weekends. We about to pray and get up out of here. We didn't even have offering time today. Well, y'all, I'm saving up for those that want to donate. Cash App God is just be. Cash App God is just be. And if you want to be a member of this Inner Being Church, because we really be teaching esoteric knowledge. I'm on the physical now just to help you all temporarily. But if you want to join this Inner Being Church, this is what we call my little sessions. Go to saltoftheearthpub.org, my website. Stay there 3 to 5 seconds and you'll see a pop-up. Put in your name and your email address so you can get my newsletter so we can stay connected if I don't see you in a while on TikTok, because TikTok be TikToking with the algorithms. This is how you stay connected via my newsletters. Saltoftheearthpub.org is my website. Go there and sign up for my newsletters. If you want to donate for my little chalkboard that I'm trying to get, my Cash App is Goddess Just Be. I'm trying to give me now. I did other things with the other donations, all of these props that I have down here to go on a chalkboard to teach y'all. I want to have a chalkboard behind me in front of this here backdrop so I could put my posters and stuff on. It costs $182. If anybody want to donate to help me get my little chalkboard, and I gotta get a pointer. I gotta get a pointer too. It's Cash App Goddess Just Be. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Yes, I take donations for my chalkboard and my pointer and my little wiping cloth. Okay. Thank you for the offerings. Thank you for giving. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments, for participating, for the purchases, for signing up for the website. Thank you for your energy, for your time and your attention. Anything else? Can you create a wish list? Oh, I'm going to have to do that. Yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a wish list for the stuff so I can stand up, y'all. And I can push this back. I can stand up and it's going to be the classroom. Yeah, I can say, gather around, gather around. The Professor God is just me, boy. I'm so excited. So we can go in. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And a mic. Look at y'all bucking me up. I said I need a mic too. So I'm going to have to get a mic on my wish list too. And then we're going to have like classroom session because I really love teaching. I really do. Like I'm really just retired and I just come here every day just to teach something that comes to the dome, whatever it is. And we just talk about it. I really love this. So I want to make it as comfortable and easy for me to walk around like, okay, Tia, can you answer this question? It's grateful. What is this? Keith, how about that? I'm calling on y'all to answer questions and stuff. Thank you for those ideas. I'm going to do that today. Representing the mother, Emmanuel, and her ancestors. Oh, thank you. And I'm here to learn, what does casserole do to the scale? I'm late. It's going to clog it up. That's what it's going to do. So don't put it on here. Okay? That's all you need to know, Big T. Don't put it on here. All right? Did I get everything over here? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're about to get up out of here. I'm going to make the wish list today. What would I do with it? Wait, hold up. How y'all going to know I made it? Tia? I never did that before. So then I put my link or something on the website. That's what I got to do. Put it on your site. Amazon wish list. And you have the Inner Being Church. Oh, to get you what you need. That's brilliant. And add it to the website. Link in the bio. Link in the bio. I wasn't thinking about that. That is really, really cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that today after I finish this new order that's just coming in. Cool. I'm going to have a link in my bio. Thank you, Tia. Thank you. Put it up on here. Yeah, okay. I will do that. That's going to be my homework. We're going to have a backboard, a chalkboard, y'all, and a partner and stuff. Okay, let us pray. Thank y'all so much. Put your hands together. Left brain, right brain hemisphere becoming one. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Last one. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Y'all just touched my heart. Source energy, God, infinite intelligence. Thank you for everybody on this live today. Thank you for the love today. Thank you for my reflections being in alignment with me. Thank you for putting me in a position to give, but also allowing me to sit back and receive. I bless everyone underneath the sound of my voice for their love, for their support that they radiate out to me. And as they radiated out to me, allow the flow to be an equal exchange that I radiated continuously to them. And as we radiate to one another, allow both of us to grow, all of us to grow. At moments in time, them being the teacher and I being the student. Them being the student and I being the teacher. Allow every day our interaction be a harmonious flow. That nobody feels sighted, but everybody is growing at the same time. That we all consciously are aware that we all are trying to get back to the same place. To the love of God, to source. Bless them and they're going in and coming out. Everything that they put their hands to do, let it prosper. Instant manifestation. Mental clarity. Vital minerals, the activity of their limbs, a sound mind, beautiful, harmonious relationships, prosperity as it pertains to money and financial gain, health and wellness up to par that they can go and tell others what they should do to be saved and save themselves. This is my blessing. This is what I see for them. And it is the power that is invested in me. I share with them energetically as I bless them. And I want you to put in the comments, I receive. I receive, I receive, I receive. Because you got to know how to receive. As I'm learning to receive on my lives, I want you to learn too. I receive. I receive, I receive, I receive. I want you to receive your blessing now. I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. I want you to receive your healing now, your prosperity now, your relationship now. I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. It's yours. Do you receive? Will you accept it? It's yours. I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. Bless every last one of you. This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Moon Day. Be blessed, babe. Okay, bye. Woo! That was so beautiful. Them people so good to me.